We're going to be as ready as we going to be. What are you doing, fist pumping there?
This is it, baby. We live. We on. We got the green light. The green light's on in the back. We're going.
Well, I seen the green stage right over there, so that's the green light. What's up, boys and girls? Jonathan Mercado.
Ben Rudnick.
We're doing it again on this lovely Wednesday, rainy Wednesday, mellow Wednesday.
I'm going to let you tell everybody what we are going to call today's episode.
Watch out for the Popo Wednesdays.
It's the Popo Patrol. It's like instead of Paw Patrol and actually let me shout out. Congratulations to Blake and Mel for welcoming a new addition to the Go Fast family. They're going to be on the Paw Patrol at some point in time. But this is the Popo Patrol.
Hey,
we'll get more to on this later.
We call them Popos, 5-0s, Narc. Oh, wait, I'm sorry.
This is live.
Going back to my good old days.
This is live here.
But anyways, thanks for joining us, guys. A little bit of house cleaning things we got going on. So obviously we've been talking a lot about it. Knowledge Fest, Atlantic City. It's literally around the corner at this point. June 7th. June 7th to the 9th. And I keep telling my guys, you don't realize how the days are flying now. We're already in April.
Yep, it's already here. And I think actually, as much as we talk about this, I'm hearing just as much from the dealer base. So I think this is going to be a tremendous event. Mm-hmm. I think that we're going to see a lot of support from the Go Fast family down there, which is really, really great. I'm excited about it. But we'll give you a little bit more details about it still. So obviously, Jonathan said June 7th through the 9th, it's going to be in Atlantic City. One other really cool thing, make sure if you're plan on coming the whole time, especially on the 7th, because Go Fast and Davis Distributing are going to be hosting the largest 12-volt party of the year. That's going to be at the Hard Rock Casino. That's going to be on that Friday night. It is an invite only, and I say it, I don't even know if I should frame it this way, but I say we want to keep all the riffraff out. We only want our riffraff in there. So this is going to be invite only. We want this to be an industry party. We want you to be able to rub elbows with your friends and your cohorts in the industry, some of the big players that are going to be there actually at K-Fest. We had a training last night with Cicada, and we had some cool news about some stuff that's going to be demoing there. So there's going to be a lot of really, really fun stuff around this, guys. So make sure you put that on the calendar and bring everybody. Bring installers, obviously.
Bring your family.
Business owners, you could bring family, bring the sales guys. There's going to be something for everybody. But put that on the calendar. Don't start booking jobs for then quite yet. We want to make sure we lock in here, push it off, give it a week later on. I don't know how long the hangover is going to last after that thing. Maybe you might have to take an extra week off. We don't know, but make sure you put that on the calendar.
Well, a couple things. If you've never been to Atlantic City, make sure you mark your calendars June 7th to the 9th. You might want to take off June 10th because, as anybody knows, if you've ever been to Vegas, pretty much it's a party central. Atlantic City's the same exact thing. We say bring your family because they have the boardwalk right there. On the boardwalk, there's actually a carnival, so you got rides, tons of food places on the strip, tons of events and things to do at Atlantic City. Great sightseeing, great beaches, and it's going to be in June, so make sure you bring your bathing suits because it's going to be nice and warm too.
No, it doesn't seem like it because again, it's raining out, it's still cold, it's April, it's like it's supposed to be like flowers coming up now or something, but either way, we know that it's going to be here eventually.
So guys, if you haven't seen the planogram of the event, definitely check out Knowledge Fest's either Facebook page or their actual website. It is a big we with a lot of vendors there, a lot of manufacturers there. Go Fast is going to have one of the largest booths there by 20 by 50. We want to make sure that all our customers, that we are extending the invite to all our dealers, and you guys see us, you're going to definitely recognize us over there at the show. So make sure you mark your calendars. Hopefully, if we see you there, if you are going, please make sure you reach out to your sales rep or leave a comment below, and say, hey, I'm going June 7th to the 9th. Plenty of hotels to accommodate you in that area. Literally, there's hotel galore through the whole strip.
Yeah, but I wouldn't wait if you are planning on going. Again, a lot of guys are booking stuff now, so if you want your choice of room, again, there's tons of hotels you'll be able to go, but if you want to be right there in the action, you want to be right at the Hera, go ahead, make sure you start to reach out now. Get those travel arrangements in, because the faster you book them, you know once you pay for that hotel, once you got those travel arrangements booked, you got the family all hyped about having a little vacation, a little work vacation. Once you get the family hyped on that, you're not going to be able to take it off the schedule book. So get that booked in there so that it locks in, and we'll see you there. Now, that's also a little hot spot as well, because we've got some other news. So for a Go Fast family in the Long Island area, make sure you keep your ear to the ground. We've got some more info to come on this, but we are going to be doing our Hicksville grand opening event. More details to come on that. We're going to leave it at that today. But again, keep your ear, if you're in that area, keep your ear to the tracks. We're going to be giving you some info on that soon.
Yeah, just like anybody that's been to any of our events, you know, Go Fast does it big. So we want to make sure that you guys come down, support the Hicksville grand opening. It is a new location. It's newer. We've been down there for quite some time now. We've had a lot of success down in that area. You know, we just want to extend our welcome to all our dealers down there. You know, if you're in Jersey, New York, Connecticut, even Mass, you know, Pennsylvania, we want to extend our welcoming and say, hey, come on down, check us out. You know, so you'll be able to come check out the place. You know, state of the art facility. So that more information coming up shortly. So obviously you guys like specials. I know that because we get called and asked about it all the time.
We talk about training. We're talking about all ways to better your business, but you got to wait for some of those things. We got something for you right now.
So Sony, we have a Sony special going on with the XAV AX8500. Now that is their flagship piece in their regular lineup. Literally 10.1 tablet, anti-glare, Maestro compatible, wireless CarPlay Android Auto. I know you guys have all asked for that. Wireless CarPlay Android Auto on a big 10.1 inch screen. And it's a pretty cool piece because it actually moves side to side, up and down the face. So if you've got a passenger that wants to see their video or whatever, you just move it to their side and you could do it there. CarPlay Android Auto, HDMI output. It is loaded, guys. And we have a special going on right now with that piece. You buy one 8500 and you get a free Sirius XM tuner or a pair of GS speakers of your choice. Now, here's the kicker.
There's more?
Yeah, but wait, there's more. If you buy one for your display boards, all right, you put it on your display board, take a nice picture of it, send it to your sales rep. We'll send you out another free set of Sony GS speakers. So you could get 2 speakers just for putting a radio on the board and showing it off. Guys, that's a no-brainer to me. If I was a retail store, I'd jump all over that deal. You know, you get one radio, either a free Sirius XM tuner or a pair of speakers. When you take that picture, you send it to your sales rep. On your next order, we'll send you out a free set of speakers.
That's like triple dipping because there's a discount on the radio first off. So we're giving you a little discount. Then we're going to give you some free product that you could turn into more cash that you can go ahead and present to your customer, maybe at a discount. Maybe you're going to package it together, make somebody's day. And then just for putting it on a demo board, which, by the way, is going to help you guys sell more and make more money, we're going to get you some stuff to backfill, to put on the boards. If that first set of speakers went in the customer's car, we want a set of speakers on your boards too. So we're going to go ahead and send that out. All you got to do is take a picture of it, share it on social media. Make sure you tag Jonathan in there. Let him know. He loves to see the pictures of these things. And this could be a demo vehicle as well, so it doesn't have to be just a traditional board. A lot of you guys have some really cool ways and ideas of demoing different things out there. We just want to make sure that you guys are pitching this thing, and that, again, the best way to do it is to show a customer. It's a very, very impressive unit. And again, it's a tablet. It's not the cheapest radio that's going to be in the lineup. It's actually going to be one of the more expensive ones. So the best way to be able to actually capitalize on those sales is to be able to demo it. And if you guys were ES dealers, there's also a promo going right out in the 9500. I bring that up because the 85 was brought in for all the non-ES dealers that said, hey, we saw that 9500. We want in on this action too. So Sony comes out with the 8500. We didn't forget about the ES line. So the 9500 also has a really great promo that just started. Get with your sales rep on that. And again, ES line is something that is by approval only. So make sure if you are interested in the ES line, get with us. We'll be happy to take an application.
Absolutely. And if you haven't heard the ES speakers, shame on you. You definitely need to hear these speakers. They are one of the best sounding high fidelity speakers on the market, high res ready. So any of you guys that do high res audio, you know, with using Tidal or using even high res audio files, you can pick up the differences immediately. You know, but we keep talking about high res, but that is, you know, something that really captures a lot of high-end customers. So you get a customer that comes in with a Porsche, you know, a McLaren, whatever the vehicle is, a high-end vehicle, a Honda Civic. I don't know if that's considered high-end, but a Honda Civic, and they want the best of the best, and they want to hear those notes where you can't really hear in other speakers because they're not high-res audio. Definitely give Sony ES a try. The speakers are impressive. The quality, the build quality, the design of them, the fitment. There's a ton that it goes into the, you know, building these types of speakers. So make sure that if you are interested in Sony ES, reach out to your sales reps, and we'll get you squared away.
Yeah, and I do want to make sure this is a little tip for you guys. Don't always judge a book by its cover. I got a 2006 TSX out in the parking lot. There's a full ES system in there. A lot of customization went into this thing. It's a great sounding vehicle. So just because somebody comes in and maybe you see that Honda Civic, make sure you go ahead. Don't assume. Don't sell with your own wallet. You want to go ahead and make sure you pitch that out. Again, the power of having a demo. You let the guy, you know, maybe you're helping cash out another customer. Maybe, you know, you need somebody to, a silent salesman in there. They come, they see that Sony system on there. They start to hear, they see high res. They start asking, hey, I know this is the car that I got, but this is my everyday driver. The Bugatti stays in the garage. This is my everyday driver that I used to go back and forth to work, but this is where I want the best sound. So don't judge a book by its cover on there. You can go ahead and do huge tickets to just about anybody that walks in if you qualify your customers.
I agree. And a quick story about that, you know, to back Ben's point. I went to a dealership. You know, all you guys know I have a Charger. Went to one dealership. I went in plain clothes, you know, average Joe. Go in, they're asking for a specific vehicle. The guy assumed that I wasn't credit worthy or even had money to buy that vehicle. So he assumed, because of the way I looked, that I didn't have the money to put down anything on the vehicle or even buy the vehicle. So let's just put it this way. He lost the sale. I ended up going down the road to another dealership that had the same exact vehicle. I purchased it off of them. The guy ran my credit, saw that I was over 800 on the credit score, and said, wow, well, what happened down there? And I told him, and let me tell you, he lost the sale. So the point is, never assume just by a person coming into your retail stores. Always start top down. Always start at the best and let the customer talk you down, saying, that's a little bit too much for me. You know, you have something a little bit lower or cheaper. Boom, you start talking about another series of lines that they can afford, that they, you know, will actually close the deal. So the point is, never, ever, ever assume the customer does not have money, especially if you do financing at your shops. You definitely...
They may not have money, but they do now.
They have money with the snap financing or you know, some type of financing. And like I said, start at the top, guys, to make sure that you're getting the maximum amount of money, because the more money you make, literally the higher the ticket value, the more money you make. Point, period, blank. That's the way Retail 101 works. That's the way Sales 101 works. It's always been that way. You guys are in business to make the most money, and especially these days that you have to maximize every sale. Make sure you're maximizing those dollars at your shops. You know, don't talk about your $20 speakers, because guess what? Your $20 speakers aren't going to make you much profit. Talk about your $300 speakers. That makes you the most cushion in profit value. So always, always, always think outside the box. And one more thing, boards, please, for the love of God, do not have holes in your boards. If you're trying to be, you know, attract these customers and go, well, Mr. Customer, I've got these $500 speakers, they're not in your board, or it's an empty hole, or it's a picture, you know what I mean, or you don't have anything on your board, it just looks like you're going out of business. People don't want to go into shops and spend money to see empty boards with holes in them, holes in radios, holes in speakers. Make sure you have something, anything. I don't care if it's the cheapest radio to the most expensive radio. Have something in your boards to make the customer feel like they want to spend money at your shops. You know, you ever seen a Lamborghini guy, Ferrari guy go into one of those dealerships and buy a vehicle that's not on their lot?
You want to see, you want to touch, you want to know what you're getting into. It's, again, especially when you're talking on the higher end stuff. And if you don't have that ready, if you're not ready to capitalize on that, you're going to miss every shot you don't take. That's a Wayne Gretzky. I think Wayne Gretzky, great one. You miss every shot you don't take. So put that best foot forward and go ahead and sell to everybody as if they were the best customer that had ever walked into your showroom.
Correct. So the point that I was making, and Ben has made also, is that have something on your boards to show off and sell to the customer. You know, at the end of the day, it's about bringing more money into your pockets. That's the reason why we're doing all sorts of these promos that you see going on. We're trying to give back to you guys, so that way you maximize your dollar bills, and you can, you know, obviously make more to buy more. So the more you buy, the more you save.
Yeah, and there's a product that's going to be coming in. I think we actually got some stuff landing today. I don't want to speak out of turn. But that's going to help you guys make some money. This is something that's been a hot piece. We've been talking about this for a while. The end is almost near, but that's the Drone XC. So we've taken a lot of pre-orders from you guys. Be expecting to get calls from us, so we can go ahead and fill those out there. But they do have a demo program available as well. So GoFast is able to offer out the exact demo program that you would get if you were purchasing directly from First Tech. That's a huge, huge, huge win. There are going to be some details. We do want to explain some stuff to you because there is going to still be some limited quantities available. And we want to make sure that you guys are getting these in the customer's hands and turning them into cash. But again, that's going to be a thing very, very, very soon, guys. So make sure that you are picking up our calls, especially over the next couple of days, because if you don't, we got to move down the line, and you don't want to miss out. Again, you've expressed your need for these ones. Let us help fill them. But a huge, huge, huge win. I mean, this is a very hot piece on the customer side as well. Very few times do you see so much buzz coming from the actual customers. Usually it's us getting excited.
Yeah.
Usually it's you guys and the vendors getting excited. This is a piece that has generated a lot of excitement on social media. So we know there's a lot of buzz, a lot of want out there. Let us help get those over to you. And again, get a demo for your troubles so that you can demo that exactly as we're talking about, help increase your sales.
So let me tell you about the buzz that this thing's got going on. Not only are you guys, our dealers, excited about this particular piece because of all the features, and you know, it's kind of a need and want in the industry because it's something that's going to be very unique, seeing that a competitor actually stopped producing their cameras that was doing kind of the same thing. They literally stopped making them. They pulled them off the shelves. They're no longer selling them. This and another vendor are going to be the only two vendors that are going to have something that does the live viewing on your phone. Yes, you do need a drone. You know, it does have a built-in drone with the XC. You do need to have drone service, but there will also be a streaming service that you need to add to these cameras, depending on how much you think you're going to use it. So like Ben said, make sure you pick up the phones if we call you. It is limited quantities we're getting for the time being until we get more of a batch in. But make sure if you get that phone call, don't be like, oh, well, I got to think about it. No, you better jump on it.
There's a lot of hype, guys. We put in huge orders for this. We are going to see more stuff coming in very, very soon. But again, this is going to be first come, first serve. You guys have let us know your wants. We've done our due diligence, written down everybody that has the pre-orders in there. So we're going to start at the top of our list, work our way down. But make sure you get out there because, again, like we've said multiple times, this is a piece that your customers want. You could turn this thing into cash right away. A lot of times we get some cool stuff. It comes out, sits on your shelf for a little bit, grows a little bit of hair because it's really nichey or the customer didn't come in. The customers are already there, so these things are going to go as fast as they come in here, they're going to get to you guys and they're going to get into the customers' cars. So they are not going to be sitting around in anybody's warehouses.
No, and I can tell you the excitement around this piece. So the other thing that I was going to say is, you guys as the dealers have been, inquiring about this piece every so often. Hey, did they come in? Blah, blah, blah. Why are you guys inquiring about it? Because your customers are inquiring about
They keep
it.
bothering you, so you keep bothering us, we keep bothering the manufacturer. It's like a nice chain that goes down.
But the point is, think about it. You have customers that are coming into your shops and are actually asking for this piece. How often do you get that happening at your shops, where there's so much buzz created around one particular piece that even you guys are getting the calls and asking, hey, did you get those in yet? From your customer. Usually it's the opposite. Usually you guys want it before the customer wants it, and you guys have to do your job and sell the piece. It's the opposite this time. It's your customers are calling you. So make sure you pick up your phones if you get the phone call today, because like I said, very, very limited quantities until our big shebang comes in, and then we'll be good to sell to everybody.
And then we'll be getting them out there. And I joke that it's bothering. If we could be so lucky to be bothered by customers begging to have us give them product, or your customers begging you for, if we could be so lucky to be bothered with that all the time, but the wait is finally over. Another really cool piece that, or actually a little bit more of a line, there's multiple pieces in this one, but that has had a lot of buzz around it. A lot of Kenwood Exelon dealers right now have already started to see these and done some installs. But through the EDA and Kenwood Exelon, Go Fast now has the ability to offer out all of the Exelon motorcycle product. This stuff is landing. We've got some stuff in the barn. Huge win. Again, as you guys know, the Exelon line is something that is generally direct only. It's something that a lot of guys ask us for. Hey, can I get this piece? Can I get this piece? And a lot of times, we'll still try to help you out with the non-Exelon pieces. We actually get to say yes to an Exelon piece at Go Fast. So again, thank you to the EDA. Thank you to Kenwood for getting that partnership together. I think that's tremendous. And I got a feeling that we are going to do some real damage in the area with these pieces. I was going to say one thing I want to make sure that I am clear with. If you're an Exelon dealer, you got access to it. If you're not a Kenwood Exelon dealer, this is something that we have to do approvals with. So we are still working very close with Kenwood. There are some of you guys who are approved already for this, which we've reached out to you guys. If you like what you hear, you say, I can turn this stuff into some cash, let us know, and we'll see if we can get that in your guys' hands as well.
Yeah, and to your point, Ben, it is, so we are open to sell this to Exelon dealers. So if you're an Exelon dealer, we can sell this with no paperwork, no trying to get you approved, etc. It could be just move on. And that's the type of business that, distribution has came to life, to actually just-in-time services. Meaning, you need a piece, you sell it to a customer, I need it tomorrow. We can actually provide that to you, that service, not just as a direct dealer, but as just a dealer in general, for any line that we carry. Just-in-time services, meaning you order today, you get it tomorrow. If we have it in stock, you get it tomorrow. You don't have to wait a week until you get it from the manufacturer. We're here to make sure that you guys have goods. So the beautiful thing about this whole program that we got going on with Kenwood is that, if you're an Exelon dealer, like approved through Kenwood, an Exelon dealer, you can buy directly through us those motorcycle pieces and get them the next day or the same day with a customer pickup. If you want to be an approved account, you have to obviously go through your sales rep. We'll submit the paperwork and we'll go through the channels of Kenwood to get you approved. Now, cool thing about this motorcycle piece, and let me explain a little bit so that you understand why it's such a big hit and big popular piece. So Kenwood has done all the legwork for you, meaning you want to add speakers and an amplifier to your 14 and up Harley Davidson. Everybody who's into the Harley business, everybody that's into installing Harley stuff, understand that you need to flash the factory radio, the bike, in order to accept aftermarket accessories, meaning a head unit, speakers, etc. Because of the curve, the curve that it's got going on when you're riding your bike. With this Kenwood Exelon piece, you don't need to do that. They have a complete kit You just tell us, hey, I have a Road Glide. It's got 2 speaker systems set up. It's got 4 speaker systems set up. Whatever your configuration is between a Road Glide, Street Glide, you know, we have bundles that already come prepackaged. Now, you go, Ben, I don't want to amplify these things. I just want to change out the speakers. The speakers are made to work with the factory Harley
do that
radios.
too.
You could just change out speakers, get better sound quality, and all you did was just change out the speakers. Didn't need to flash the radio, didn't need to, you know, put resistors in line, just change out the speakers. Customer wants more oomph, they want more sound, they want a better sound quality, they want to add an amplifier. We got you covered. So at Kenwood Exelon, they've made perfect packages to just drop in and go. You know, to me, it's a win-win. I'm a bike shop. I get a lot of customers that hate the audio system in their bikes, can't hear it. You know, you really don't want to get into flashing bikes and flashing radios and flashing this and flashing everything. You just want a simple solution that's going to be a drop-in. These Kenwood speakers are going to be drop-in, and the amplifier also. And they have complete kits with harnesses and everything to make it dummy-proof. So if you're interested in getting some of these Harley, amplifiers and speakers from Kenwood Exelon, please hit up your sales rep. We'll be more than happy to start the paperwork and get you going, and hopefully get you approved to sell a line that is really, really, I think, is necessary, because I see more people with bikes spending money than I see now people with cars spending money. A guy comes in with a Harley, they spent $30, $40, $50,000 on a motorcycle. I can tell you right now, they hate their audio. The audio system in those bikes, they suck. I don't care if you have the boom system or not. They suck. They're terrible. They're definitely not quality. Oh, there you go. See? He's got a bike on there right now. D's doing, there you go. Good job, D. I like that. So, you know, that's the biggest gripe on Harley guys. They spend so much money on these bikes. It's like Jeep guys. The sound it sounds like crap. So let us get you fixed. We do have many, many lines, not only with Kenwood Exelon. We have many lines, seeing that bike season is fast approaching, just like marine season. So we have a lot of Harley-specific kits in stock from Memphis Car Audio, Kicker, Diamond Audio, Cicada, and much, much more. We just spoke about the Kenwood, so...
Yeah, and I want to add one quick thing on the Kenwood stuff as well, because again, there's a lot of offerings that are out there, but there's two things in particular that Kenwood is really, really able to target with this one. One, Jonathan was just talking about flashing. There's cut-in kits. You got to manipulate this. You got to customize this. So in a lot of cases, bikes can be very scary if you have not worked on bikes before.
Or very expensive if you screw up.
Or very, very expensive. So there's a lot of shops out there that punt on these things. Again, we just talked about all the money that people are willing to spend. But a lot of people punt because they're a little too afraid. Maybe they don't know if they have somebody on staff that is familiar enough, and they don't want to mess up an $8,000-$10,000 paint job. So they say, you know what? As much as that money looks good, I don't know if we could take that risk. Kenwood's taking the risk out of there for you. So this is something that is designed specifically for shops that want to go ahead and get in and maybe don't have this as part of their regular arsenal. So that's one huge win for some shops that maybe have been on the fence but want to get into this category. And then also, a lot of those other systems, we talked about all the customizing you have to do. Some of the flashing tools themselves are incredibly expensive. So you have to charge your customers for just some of the parts that you need to do the install, not even the actual product themselves. So these tickets can get very, very big. Now, Jonathan just goes and picks up his brand new motorcycle. It cost him $40,000 because he got the packages that he wanted, didn't have the audio. Now he comes over to your shop and he wants to get some audio done, and you tell him you got to charge him another $15,000, and the money may not be there right now. So this is also a system that is very affordable. So it's a huge name. It's got tons of recognition, especially in the age group of people that are buying Harley Davidsons. Huge recognition. And it's something that isn't going to scare them away from a price point perspective either. you guys are still going to do pretty well. You're still going to make money. There's great margin in this, but the ticket can stay in an area that is going to be very appetizing for anybody that comes in. So again, we talk about selling top down. We always want to put our best foot forward, but having something to go to that when that customer gives you the cue, says, you know what, you could see like they're like backing away because you're talking huge bucks. You know what, Mr. Customer, I'll tell you what, I'm about to wow you right now in the price that you wanted, and it's going to be a brand that you are comfortable with, a premier brand that's out on the market. You can't lose.
No, you can't. And getting back to the flashing also, guys, you understand that not only do you have to spend $1,500 to $2,000 to get that flasher, you also have to pay for licenses per bike. So think about that. You're paying for a flasher. Okay, so you spent the $2,000 originally. You spend $2,000, $2,500, whatever it is. You also now have to spend X amount of dollars for the licenses for that bike. So think about this. With the Kenwood Exelon drop-in kit, you don't need to buy any of that. It's already done for you. So it's a win-win. Now, if you're really getting into some crazy bike builds, because I lately have been getting a lot of requests.
We can do those too.
We could definitely do those. You know, you've got Diamond, you've got Cicada, Kenwood, Kicker, Memphis, Boss. I could go on and on with all the kits that we have available. We are your bike facility. And if you have not thought about doing motorcycles, guys, it's a moneymaker. It really is. These guys do not hesitate to spend money. They don't. They will throw their wallet at you and say, take my money because I want what I want. I've seen some guys when I used to have my bike, you know, screaming Eagle pipes. Those things cost $2,500 to $3,000, and that's without installation. You're talking about just 3.5-inch pipes from your motor all the way back. Not much, but it's that much money. Guys will spend money because if you ever seen a Harley that's quiet, I've never seen a Harley that's quiet. They've got Screaming Eagle pipes on them.
Yeah, and it's good that you're mentioning that too, because we talk a lot about audio. That's, I think, again, this is what we do. This is what we're the best at. This is what you guys are the best at. But there's tons of ways to make money off of bike season as well. So we have lighting, we have audio, we have lubricants.
Oil changes.
So we have that kind of stuff here, detailing products. So there are tons of ways to capitalize
Helmets.
Helmets. There's tons of ways to capitalize on this time. And there's one other thing that also coincides directly with the motorcycle and power sports season, and that's the marine season. So marine season is upon us as well, and GoFest is going to be your source for all marine-related product as well. We're ramping up on that stuff. We've got some stuff we're going to talk about in a little bit from our vendor spotlight with Escort and Cedar Electronics. But we also have a Triton promo that's going on right now. So you're able to save some money, get yourself prepared, get your showroom stocked so that when these customers come in, you can get them right on the books. You can schedule out a day at the marina or however you guys do that and hit the ground running. Again, the marine season is not the longest season, unfortunately, so it's not something that we have the luxury of kind of sitting around and we'll get around to it. Nope, when marine season comes, marine season is here.
It comes and goes.
We have to take advantage of it. So start looking at that. Again, the weather hasn't really come yet to where you start to think about summer fun. So by the time it gets here, it's almost going to be gone. So make sure you are absolutely ready to tackle all of those customers that come in. And what better way than to have some stuff on promo?
And let me tell you guys, if you don't think the marine season's coming, I can tell you I live close to a marina, and people are constantly picking up their boats. They're shrink wrapped already, and they're already pulling the shrink wrap off, and they're bringing it to their homes or bringing it to their launch pad or whatever the case is. Because I'm one of them. I literally just picked up my boat. I brought it over to my house to get it cleaned out, do my inspection on all that stuff. But reality is that guys are picking their boats up now. So you got, like Ben said, a very short window. These guys are picking their boats up now. They're unwrapping the boats. They're cleaning it out. They're thinking, oh, what else can I improve on these boats? Because they're spending the weekends on these boats, guys. I know I'm one of them. I spend my Saturday and Sunday on the lakes or, on any water hole I can get my boat on. And I can tell you, outside the box, it's like, you think, it's still cold outside. But in a lot of people's heads, they're like, I got to get my boat out because let me tell you, it's going to come and go. I want to enjoy what's left of the summer, spring, fall.
Yeah, and we're the Northeast. It could change on a dime. So people are champing at the bit right now. Like everybody just, I think, is ready for this weather to break. I think some of our trading area is going to even be getting some snow. I can't believe I'm saying that, but we might be seeing that this week. But as fast as that snow comes, it melts, and then it's 80 degrees out, and people are already ready to go. So again, make sure that you position yourself properly with your business so that you can take advantage of all of that business that is going to come in, and let Go Fast be your source for all that stuff.
Exactly. So don't forget the Triton Special for Marine Power Sports promo is going on now. Practically 20% off speakers, subs, amps, and sound bars, guys. Sound bars are a hot commodity right now.
Yeah.
Not
Marine
only
Power Sports, like I said, this is all the same. If you can't, maybe you're afraid of the water, but you love an ATV or a UTV or a bike or something. But this is the time.
And tailgating, you do a lot of tailgating. It is tailgating season.
You gotta love one of those things. Yeah. That's hitting every single customer at this point.
Yeah, so tailgates with the sound bars, you can put them in the back of the trucks, play music, have your grill out, whatever the case is. Make sure you capture all that marine business because it's here. Now, let's talk about our brand of the week. You know, we made a joke about when we first started, you know, the live about cops, the popo. This is why we've made a joke. Escort is our brand of the week, guys. A lot of you guys know Escort. A lot of you guys use Escort. And for the guys that aren't using Escort, shame on you. They are ahead of the curve on a lot of things. Don't believe me? Do your research online, and it'll speak for itself. You know, they make from CB radio, so we're talking about marine season. Guys, we have a CB radio right here that has, don't want it to fall, built-in GPS. So it's not built-in GPS to tell you exactly where you're going. It's more of you're out in the ocean. If you've ever been in an ocean, let me tell you, left looks the same as right, straight looks the same as back. You don't know where you are. So with the built-in GPS on the MRF22B, it's pretty cool because if you have an emergency, God forbid something happens, you pick up the CB radio, you say, hey, I'm at 172.151 degrees, etc. They will be able to find you. The Coast Guard will be able to find you. Don't have that on board? Good luck. You're going to be the next Titanic.
You better have a good audio system if that's the case, because you're going to be out there for a while.
A good audio system and enough fuel to keep
enough
going.
fuel to keep you rolling for a while.
So, but regardless, this piece is awesome because, like I said, built-in GPS for exact location, NOAA weather. So anybody that's been in the ocean knows weather can change like this. 1 minute, it's going to be beautiful, sunny. 10 minutes later, you're in the worst storm you've been possibly. So weather could change. It also has a rewind, say again. So you're asking, well, what is that? What that does is it saves the last 20 seconds that you've used the microphone or the headset to communicate with whoever you need to communicate, and it saves it on the radio so that way you can play it back and say, did I say this correctly? So you can talk to the person or not. It also has PA output, so if you have a yacht, I don't have a yacht. Ben has a yacht. Yeah. But if you have a yacht, you have a yacht, you have a PA system in there. Hey, Sue, I want you to bring me my cup of coffee, woman, or the kids. Get on that wakeboard. Whatever the case is, it has a PA system to communicate with your passengers. So that's a cool feature that has built into the piece. We have them in stock, so make sure you get a hold of your sales rep. We also carry walkie-talkies that are marine certified. Now, why do you need a walkie-talkie when you're marine certified? I'm going to tell you why. Once again, the same thing I said about the CB radio. Weather band, communicating with other boats. You get, I think it's like 35-mile range on these walkie-talkies. You get that NOAA weather band so that way you can literally check what's going on with the weather. Like I said, in the ocean, not so much in lakes. But in the ocean, weather can change in a flip of a coin. So make sure you have something to protect you. You know, it doesn't have the cool feature GPS built in like the CB radio does, but it does have the NOAA weather band. It also has emergency contacts. You can contact the marina if you happen to get caught or without fuel, battery died, something.
Yeah, and again, the boats are fun. Being out on the water is awesome, but it can be dangerous. So again, if somebody comes into your shop and you're doing your due diligence and you're qualifying your customer, maybe they already have an audio system, maybe they already have lighting, maybe they already have some of the things that you would normally go to as your go-to sales. You're always going to be able to talk to people about safety, and you'll have access to some of the best premier products that are out there. So keep that in mind. Again, short season, but regardless, whether you don't even listen to music at all, whether you're a podcast guy, and they're giving you all the excuses in the world as to why you can't sell them anything for their boat. Everybody needs safety products. So again, huge, and it's something that not everybody knows that you have access to through Cedar Electronics and Cobra.
Yeah, and just to you guys are aware, we're a big CB house with Cobra, you know what I mean, from Cedar Electronics. So guys, if you need any type of CB radios, truckers, anything like that, antennas, we have you covered. We have all sorts of CBs in stock, so give your sales rep a call. Not only do we have CBs in stock, we also have jump packs from Cobra. Now you're asking, well, why the hell do I need a jump pack? Well, I'll tell you why.
Jonathan will tell you why.
Oh, I could definitely tell you why. You ever been in the wintertime? There's something called snow. You know, temperatures drop, frigid temperatures, you know, below zero. Your battery's AGM. If you have a lithium, I'm sorry, you're not going to survive this. But if you have an AGM, a regular cell battery, you need to you go in the morning, you're excited, oh, I'm going to work. Nothing. Well, Cobra has you covered, and we have you covered because we have them in stock. The CPJ S800A is actually an 800 amp battery pack that jump starts your vehicle, and you can do multiple jump starts on these. So I gotten up to 21 jump starts before I actually need to charge it. You get about a 6-month life reservoir in the battery itself. So if you charge it, you throw it in the back of your car, 6 months it'll still have charge to jumpstart your vehicle.
Set it and forget it.
Set it and forget it. So make sure you got one of those. Everybody should have them at their shops, especially you guys working on vehicles. Your hood's open, doors open. You work on a vehicle, guess what? Not starting. And then you go, oh my God, now you need to get either your big, and I say big ASS pack, because a lot of you guys, I don't know why you think you still need to carry around with this recharging big mechanism when you got things like this that cost a fraction of the cost of that.
Yeah, that was me a lot of times. I had some trouble with a draw in my car. These guys here know that. And my neighbors would probably be able to look outside every day and be like, what the hell is this guy doing? Dragging an extension cord out there, plugging in. Got one of those nice big battery tenders, battery chargers, which is great. Shops should have these things. But I think it was maybe, and I'm a stubborn guy, I'm a cheap guy, but I think it was after maybe the 10th time I said, you know what, enough is enough.
Hardhead.
Why am I doing this when we've got some of the greatest jump packs that are out there? I corrected the problem, but again, things happen, stuff pops up, and this is some of the most convenient ways to keep your car on the road, because that's what that is what people want. People want convenience. Even guys like me eventually will throw in the towel and just be like, nope, I can't do it anymore. I have to go with the convenience thing. I can't be spending 2 hours every morning trying to charge a battery.
So, guys, I'm going to give you a little
It's here. It's here now.
I'm going to give you a tech tip about Ben. This man is cheap. He really is. You know, he just told you that he bought one of these. You know, it takes Ben having to jumpstart his car every day in order for him to figure out, gee, I might need one of these. Yeah. So, guys, don't be Ben. Get yourself one of these.
I wish that I was Ben now, back then. Again, in very reasonable price points too. Again, I'm just a stubborn guy. I'm a hardhead. Don't be like me. I'm not your customers. Your customers want convenience. Your customers want to have quality products. They want to make sure that they are safe. And again, tremendous products from Cobra and Cedar Electronics. They got some big boys too that are similar to
hold on.
camping stuff coming up.
Hold on. One more thing. Don't be like Ben, still rocking an iPhone 6 Plus. Don't be like Ben, still rocking.
It's actually getting sunsetted. They're gonna have to send me a phone at some point in time. I told you wait long enough. Patience.
Don't be Ben driving around in a 2006 Acura TSX that
don't do it.
just has electrical issues, but that's beyond the point. Sorry, you just
I do want to point out that that's not my entire house. I got to give Becca a shout out. She's got new technology. It's just me. So this isn't like I mandate this kind of thing. It's just me being silly. We got a lot of cool new stuff too. Just you're not gonna see it in the parking lot over here.
But all right, and they also Cobra is very well known for their dash cameras. They have several different dash cameras, 4K dash camera front and rear. They have expandability to 3 camera inputs, Wi-Fi ready, dual band, SD card, Bluetooth, GPS. They've got it all covered under one sun. They also make a really unique piece. I do a lot of camping. I do a lot of boating. So I do a lot of everything. There's times that I go camping, come to work, and go back camping, go boating. You know, that's what I do. So, but regardless, they have a pretty cool piece. This is actually the CPS 244W. I know I'm giving you part numbers. You probably aren't writing it down. That's okay. We just say the big power bank. This is a 200-watt power bank, okay? It has a 211 watt per hour rechargeable lithium battery. It has 2 USB-A, so regular USB ports, 1 USB-C, and 2 110-volt AC outlets. So you can actually take this thing, bring it with you camping, on the boat. I need to charge my cell phone. I need to power up a small coffee pot. This thing's pretty cool because it'll do it. It actually has a built-in. It's not heavy.
I was going to say, that was one of the big things. A lot of you guys are probably familiar with power banks out here. Incredibly, incredibly light.
Yeah, incredibly light. Built-in flashlight, so if you get caught and you need to check something out in the outside and it's dark, it has a built-in. Check this piece out. We have them in stock. We sell quite a few of these, especially for the truck accessory guys. They know how to sell this, guys. This is where we're talking about accessorizing, thinking outside the box. This is stuff that people want. Just because you think they don't want it, I'm telling you they want it. And they're buying it, but they're just not buying it through you.
And this is also something that you don't have to install. Again, don't get me wrong here. We love installing. That's a huge revenue driver as well. That's where a lot of profit dollars come from. But whenever you can get something that a customer can go look on your shelf, say, hey, that looks pretty interesting. Can I give you X number of dollars for that? You hand it to me, and then end of transaction. That sounds really good too.
You'll never see them again.
It's a quality piece, so you're not going to have to worry about anything coming back. But again, now you're talking about not a shop rate. You're not getting your $100 an hour shop rate. You're making tons of money in seconds because you have something there that somebody sees that's cool and they could take with them that day. So we always talk about expanding into different categories and things like that. And I think a lot of times we just go to, well, what else can I install? Well, I don't know how to install this, or that's not a category I can't get in because I'm not familiar with it. If you're familiar with taking a customer's money and then handing them back change with a receipt and then making them happy, which I think any of us could do, this is all stuff that qualifies for you there as well.
This is absolutely cash and carry stuff, guys, and this is all open to you guys. You have access through this through GoFast, so you can call us or you can go through our website, gofst.com. Now, that's Cobra. Now we're going to talk about Escort. So Escort. Escort. We're gonna talk about Escort. So Escort has. I'm mixing the two
Not
up.
Escorts.
It's
Escort.
It's
the company.
It's still under the Cedar family brands.
Naughty. We talked about this.
Sorry, last night was a wild trip. But anyways, so Escort makes some pretty cool pieces. They make the M2 dash camera, which links up to your portable radar detectors. So they have some of the craziest and nicest radar detectors in the industry. The Redline 360C is one of the top selling radar detectors that there is in the whole industry. The Max Cam CI, this piece is pretty cool because it's got a built-in camera on one of the best radar detector platforms.
Combining technology, saving you space on your dash.
So now you put the camera to one of these, and now you have recording for through the it's called the Drive Smarter app. and you can view it through your cell phone because it is Wi-Fi based, not meaning Wi-Fi you can view it anywhere in the world, but Wi-Fi as in when you're close to the dash camera. So you can view that. Escort also makes the ZW5. These are add-on front, how can I say, not jammers.
It's laser
shifters.
We're shifting laser with these.
So you're shifting lasers with these, and this is a direct wire. So this will link up to one of the dash cameras, especially the Redline 360, and now you'll get total control and total protection of the front end of your car. Now,
yeah, I was gonna say we run out of a little bit of space, so you can't always bring out everything. But this is something that is the big ticket item. It's the Redline CI 360 full install radar detectors. So why we brought out some of these is because you will be able to step a customer down. You can give them a kind of a similar version, similar feature set with dash mount stuff and either the ZR5 or the ZW5 shifters. But for the customer that comes in and says, you know what, I'm just gonna throw it out there. I like to drive fast. I know that there's some, I know that there's laws out there that say I can't drive as fast as I want, but you know what? I don't subscribe to that. But I also don't like getting tickets. I also don't like having court appearances. I love the police. We're huge supporters of law enforcement, don't get us wrong, but you don't always want to have to interact with them in situations when you did something you weren't supposed to. So you want the best of the best that's out there. That's going to be that Redline CI 360, and that's going to give you coverage whether it is front or rear radar, whether it's front or rear laser shifting protection. It's going to be all built in. Now this is something that is not for every shop to install. These have to be installed properly, but because of that, they are monster tickets. If you want to be writing tickets where your profits are potentially in 4 to 5 digits, this is a piece that you can offer out to your customers. We have a lot of shops out there that are very well versed, that are approved, that are doing tremendous with these. And the best product that is out on the market right now, I think hands down, even supporters of some other brands will go ahead and they got to say, yeah, you know what? This stuff really is the best that's out there.
So this has been tested by some of the biggest and best elite online people. You know, a lot of you guys know Vortex Radars. Has been tested by him. He's used every single radar gun you can possibly use in the industry, from the Dragon Eye, you know, all the way to the oldest one to the latest ones that I completely forgot what they were called. And the Redline 360 CI has absolutely done well with those guns. The portables have done very, very well with those guns. So if you want the best, and I can tell you from a person who's done quite a few of these in my past and present, including the Charger, which has a Redline 360C, I can tell you it's not hard to learn how to install these, but there is a technique to install these. It's not just slap a few sensors in your car and call it a day. It's, you know, you got to know about chrome. You got to know about, because when a cop shoots your car, they're not shooting your car anywhere. They're shooting your car in something that is reflective, you know, license plate, something chrome in your car. So these have to be mounted in a specific area to defeat that laser. So if you don't know, let me, you know, give us a call. If you're one of our customers and want to know more about it, you know, a lot of our sales guys are very technical savvy on this stuff. I'm very involved in this stuff. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask me on Facebook or through a phone call, and I'll be more than happy to help you out. These are the top dogs. I've been there, done it. We can honestly say that. Been there, done it. These are the top dogs. And with that being said, Escort has a whole line of other things that we obviously couldn't fit because our tables.
There's other detectors out there. Again, premier stuff. They're going to have something from the top of the mountain to really anybody that comes in, because again, you don't have to have a Bugatti or a car that could do 300 miles an hour like to drive fast. We got a lot of people on staff that like to go fast, go figure. And every one of those vehicles is going to need something for protection. So Escort's got something for everybody. But again, it's about knowing what those products can do, knowing how Escort separates themselves from their competition, and making sure that you qualify your customer properly and get the right part into their hands. Because the last thing that you want to do, and again, I'm gonna hound one more time on the importance of understanding how to install especially when you're talking laser shifting or full install radar detectors, is the last thing you want to do is take a very large amount of your customer's money and then they immediately have a bad experience. They immediately go and get a ticket. And it comes out that it's not because there's a new gun that's out there that Escort hasn't been able to solve yet, when it's because of a improper installation. So that is going to be absolute poison to you guys if it's not done properly.
Correct.
So we want to get you guys certified on that too. Escort does have some tests that they can help out with to make sure that you guys are prepared to go ahead and take on those jobs. We also want to see more of those out there. It's a tremendous unit. You guys should be out there making that money. So make sure you get yourself learned on it. Learn it top down. Get one of these things in. I actually got one going out to a shop up in upstate New York so that they can get that into their vehicle and then start learning and pitching that out to their customers. So that's going to be heading out today. But go ahead, be successful with Escort. And again, pairing up with companies that are top tier, companies that will support you just like you're supporting them.
Just like us, guys, we carry some of the biggest names in the industry. We try to make sure that it is fully stocked at all times. If we don't have it, we can get it immediately. So once again, we want to make sure you guys are taken care of. You guys have just-in-time product the same day or next day. So make sure you call your sales rep and let's touch base. Let's talk about some radar detectors. Thank you also to Escort for being a platinum sponsor year after year after year after year at our expos. You are awesome. You're the MVPs. You guys, I've had great conversations with every single one of you guys. You guys have always impressed me with your technology and just you doing what I think a lot of manufacturers should do. Listen to their customers, see what they're doing, what they need, what are their needs in order to build the system for the installer's needs. So thank you very much, Escort, for being a platinum sponsor. Thank you guys for joining in on this long-winded Facebook Live.
Us long-winded?
Yeah, we're sorry. We try to cut it down to 20 minutes, which never happens because there's so much.
Working our way down. We'll get there eventually.
I think we're working our way up, actually. We're long-winded because we're very passionate on what we do. We really care about our industry. We really want to see you guys succeed. We want to make sure that the information that's not being provided to you guys, from anywhere that you're trying to get, a catalog, whatever it is, a training, we're trying to actually send that information out there to you guys. So I open this it's not just to Go Fast customers. I also open this to everybody in our industry. We're here to help each other out. That's the beauty of our industry. It's not I'm better than you, you're better than me. We want to make sure that everybody's educated on every line possible, every line we carry, whether we carry it or not. It's just what we do here at Go Fast.
The rising tide raises all ships.
Exactly. The ones that don't will sink ships. So guys, make sure, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate the time. Ben appreciates your time. We appreciate your time. Thank you for tuning in. Sorry.
Maybe we'll see you next week.
Adios, amigos.